Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are here for a little catch up on transfers. You know what I mean? It's hotting up right now. Big up to everyone who's locked in. Please hit the like button. That'll be amazing. And subscribe to the channel and subscribe to Football's 12th Man and also Team Coppish. Callum, how are you, brother? Everything all good?
Not too bad. Saeed, you know I've got love for you, brother, and I never call you out on stuff. But you've got a Liverpool and an Arsenal fan on to talk about transfers, bro. What, are you just trying to? Are you just trying to rub salt in the wound, bro? Like,
bro, it's all kicking off. But listen, you're top of the league, top of the Champions League. I'm sure, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could avoid maybe a transfer this season, man, because you're probably gonna win it without needing transfers, which is a good job in itself, man. From Slot, you know what I mean. But big up to Callum. Big up to Potsy, man. Potsy, what are you telling me?
Bruv, I'm good, man. I'm just trying to keep calm in my football club. You know what I'm saying? I've accepted who we are and what we are and what we represent now. This Ollie Watkins news is actually hilarious. I don't even seen the latest about the bid we have actually put in. We're going to talk about, but man, it's
don't tell me it's the £1 where we had £1 on. You know what I mean? Remember
60 million and a pound.
Yeah, 45 you bid for a minute.
So the rumors come out yesterday it was 60. It's just been announced that apparently it was closer to 45. That's true. That is a disgrace.
Wow. That's a liberty, man. That's a liberty. You know what I mean?
Proper taking the mic, man. We're not just not serious. Just not serious. I can't do this.
No.
It's big 25.
No, 45 million pounds. And like, you know what? I wouldn't even mind so much if we bid that in the 1st of January and we started there and we went gradually up towards the end. We've bid that on the 30th of January.
That's crazy, man. That, you know what it is? I've got a lot of questions about this transfer. Yeah. I'm just thinking to myself, he's 29. Yeah, it's not the oldest. You know what I mean? It's not also the youngest. But I think if you're gonna buy him, yeah, have you got the aim to win the league in the next year or two? Are you going to do it? That's one thing as well. But B, like, you're gonna end up buying another striker in a year or two for a lot of money as well. You got Osimhen right there for me personally. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Watkins, I do think he's put up numbers, but bro, he's not a reliable goal scorer. He can get you goals. Like if you look at the last 2 seasons, like he's got 38 goals, 22 assists. So the numbers show he's getting goals, right? But when I watch him, I'm always frustrated by him. You know, I don't know what it is, guys. And I'll start with you, Potsman. Like, are you confident in the signing? First of all, the signing of Watkins as your number 9. Like, you feel confident with him?
So first of all, I don't think it's going to happen because Duran's off. So I think that puts the dead in the water for Watkins. I don't think Aston Villa will be selling Duran and Watkins in January if they're serious.
No.
Now, there's rumours they want João Felix, and if they did get money for both those players, then they could go and get an absolutely mad signing with the money they've got as well. But I just don't see them getting rid of both Duran and Watkins in the same window. Now, it looks like Duran's going to Saudi. People ask, why is he going at 21? I'll tell you why, because he's earning 850k a week. That's why. So people that ask questions about why he's going there, he ain't going there for football reasons, mate. He's going there for the money, and he can come back to Europe in 24, 25 years old if he don't like it. So for me, I think it's an absolute no-brainer for the kid. Watkins, I think, will stay now, though, because of that, because I just don't think we'll see a world where Aston Villa sell both of their main strikers. If it does happen, though, then there's pros and cons. Now, the cons are, it doesn't excite me. He's not the player I look at and go, wow, Arsenal are now ready to take Liverpool seriously across the line. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think he'll score goals. I do think he's an upgrade on Havertz, and I don't think it's a horrific signing. But Saeed, if we are serious about this, and he does want to come to Arsenal, the facts are that he is a massive, massive boyhood Arsenal fan.
He is.
Arsenal.
Definitely is.
And a few years ago around COVID time, he said, my dream is to one day play for Arsenal. So he's looking at that window of opportunity at 29 years old, thinking, this is my last opportunity. This is my last chance now of going and signing for my dream boyhood club, right? The problem I've got with it is that I think at 60 to 80 million, go and get Gyökeres or Osimhen. Go and get Gyökeres or Osimhen, because they're both available. They're both killing it in Europe. They've both been and won and done something for their clubs. I look at what they're doing for club and country at Gyökeres and what he did in England already, what he's doing in the Champions League. And to be fair, what Osimhen's done at Napoli and at Galatasaray. And I look at it and think, that's, for me, a much higher level. And probably rival clubs will say, oh, yeah, I don't want Arsenal with Osimhen up top or with Gyökeres up top. When you sign Watkins, I don't know about yourself, Cal, but you'll probably, as a Liverpool fan, think, that's all right, but it don't scare me. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't know what your thoughts are, boys. I don't know.
I'm actually the opposite of what you just said, Dan, if I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I don't rate Watkins that high like that. One thing I will say about him, though, he's non-stop in terms of his goal-getting ability. So he can be very frustrating in front of goal. Saeed, you said it as well. But I think sometimes as rival fans, when we watch Aston Villa, we're watching them because they're playing against one of our rivals, and we've seen him miss chances in those games, where in other games he is actually bagging. The thing with Arsenal is you guys are the second highest chance creators in the league this season, but you're not scoring enough goals. If you put a goal scorer in there, I think it unlocks players like Odegaard, Saka when he comes back.
Yeah.
There's an argument to say it unlocks Havertz because Havertz can actually play in his natural position, which is the 10, and you could get some real joy out of him potentially for what you've actually bought him for. Watkins is not great. I want to make that clear. In my opinion, he's not great. But for what you guys need, I think it could be massively, massively helpful for you guys because
does it suit that team though where they play? Does it suit the team though, Callum?
Yeah.
Because they play close. Like Havertz wants the ball to feet. Like Jesus drops in the pockets. Like we look at the profiles that he's brought in. Everyone there's no runners in behind. Like you name me a player. Even Saka wants the ball to feet. It's only really Martinelli that wants the ball in behind.
Yeah,
you know. So does it really suit the system that they play?
But that's the reason why I think they need him even more because you said everyone's a magnet towards the ball. can't stretch the defense if everyone's like that. It's why I say there's certain games where you need Nunes, or there's certain games where you need Diaz.
Yes.
It's horses for courses. I think there's games this season where I've seen you guys, and it's just like you just look toothless because there's no one stretching that defense. There's no one pulling that defense from side to side. Plus, from a physicality standpoint, Havertz isn't that physical. Watkins is. He'll run at players as well. Havertz won't run at a player. Watkins is direct, and he'll try and do all of those things. Again, is he the first choice striker for anyone? Probably not for Arsenal. Definitely wouldn't be for me from Liverpool. Everyone's first choice, Isak, right? None of us are getting Liverpool and Arsenal aren't getting Isak. We're just not.
No.
Outside of that, you said Gyökeres and Osimhen. Yeah, I hear those arguments. Gyökeres, I think, is a transition player. I don't think he would thrive in
He's a better version of Watkins. You know what I mean?
I don't even know if he is, bro. I don't even know if
he is. I think he is.
That's a fair argument, though. But for me, I don't understand why you've not gone for Osimhen. That's the one I don't get.
You know, but and also Morata's just gone to Galatasaray, which is kind of mad. I don't know how that's happened, by the way.
That's
crazy. Bizarre when he just come into the club. Maybe the new manager doesn't rate him, but that is bizarre, yeah. And how much did they buy him from Atletico Madrid? I think they bought him for like 15 million as well, or something like that. But anyway, he's going there. But then Fabrizio, someone commented under saying, does that mean that Osimhen leaves? He said no. But then again, if someone tests the bid, go and do it. You know,
why is no one gone for him, man? This is what I don't get about Osimhen or Gyökeres. Why is no one gone for these two?
Wages, Stan. Wages. He wants a lot of money. That's why he fell out with the Napoli owner. You know, and he didn't go to Chelsea because of the wages, apparently. You know, he wants money, bro. And that's what it is like. But then if you're paying Havertz 280, you know what I mean, bro? He's probably thinking, yo, I deserve at least
this is the
250.
Thing,
you know what I mean? So, you know, the wage structure is always a problem.
That Havertz signing really messed you. It messed you up in the same way it messed up Liverpool when we signed Nunes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't believe we signed Havertz, man. I don't understand it at all. I think it's one of the worst signings ever, bruv. But a lot of Arsenal fans will tell me he's outstanding and he's just what we need and all this crud. But I think I mean, Nunes is rubbish as well, by the way. Both of these players need to get the hell out, in my opinion, from Liverpool and Arsenal. But I think they can massively upgrade on it. I don't even mind if Havertz stays as a squad player because he can contribute. But I don't think we need.
Yeah, he can contribute. He can contribute.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem. Like Cal said, you could use him and utilize him if you brought in a striker.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like it needs to be a level above Watkins. Maybe I'm being spoiled. Maybe I'm kind of wanting too much. Watkins would ball at Arsenal and definitely score goals. Do I think it's the kind of level of excitement of the other names? No, I don't think it is. Isak's the dream, but I'm with Cal. I think he's unobtainable. I don't think he's going to be...
Why is he unattainable, Isak, man, guys? Like, why is everyone scared to go?
I don't think that Newcastle...
I'll speak for Liverpool.
I don't think Newcastle are going to accept, if I'm honest.
Bro, but Newcastle, man. Listen, someone needs to test a bid, you know, and stay to Newcastle. Yo,
FSG ain't doing that. I'll be honest. There's more chance that Arsenal do it than Liverpool. FSG ain't doing that.
Do you think he's like his ambitions, right? You know what I mean? Like, are Newcastle going to win a significant trophy in the next couple of years? Like, you know, are they going to be in a title race in the next couple of years? They might get Champions League football. What they will give you is a fan base. What they will give you is love. What they will give you is that, yo, we're all behind you. But as ambition, though, what is he going to do at Newcastle? That's my kind of question.
That's actually genuinely my question as well. Like, that's not even to shit on Newcastle because I actually am a fan of Newcastle and what they're trying to do.
I big up Newcastle. Listen, they're a big club, man. I'm just
saying,
saying,
they're trying. And I think with Isak, it's an unbelievable signing. 60 million from Sociedad. I was crying out for somebody like that. It's bizarre, man. And we stuck with Eddie and Nketiah, you know. So when I look at it, I feel like we need to be looking at realistically where he could be looking at his future. Now, out of the 3 clubs that probably need a striker, if you include Liverpool in that as well, I reckon he's got more chance of going to Chelsea. Why? Because their owners will go, there's 150 million. Arsenal and Liverpool won't. Arsenal and Liverpool won't do that. I mean, we've just heard from Matt Law that we've put £45 million in for Watkins. I mean, what is happening here? Like, Liverpool haven't even gone for a striker. So, look, I don't think that it's oh my God, he's staying like at Newcastle forever. But if they get Champions League, I think he'll look at where they're going. And then he's at 23 years old. He's going to get to say 25, 26 and think, right, is my future here or does it lie elsewhere? The other thing you got to remember is in the summer, Newcastle ain't selling him if he does go for anything less than 120 million. That's the way I'll say. So if we want him, he's going to be 120, 150 million. Something mad like that.
You know, and then there's Gimenez as well. Where's Gimenez going from Feyenoord? Is he going to?
I don't know, man.
AC Milan, is it? That's why. That now I get why Morata's leaving AC Milan. Because now Gimenez
can
is
go
going.
there.
You know what? Football's all a domino effect, you know.
Yeah.
I get it now. Now it makes sense why Morata's leaving. Oh, so my bad. Because I was like, when I seen it, I was like, what the fuck? Why are you leaving Morata? You know, but it makes sense now, bro, because then, you know, he goes over there. And listen, in Turkey, you know, people don't realize Turkey got some money, you know. Turkey. Did you see Mama's contract, that one that Talisca that he's got at Fenerbahce, bro? He's got a big boy contract, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they don't mess around, bro. Yeah, Morata's CV of clubs is crazy, bro. He's still 33, is he? 32, 33? Yeah, so he's still like, you know, it's not a veteran still yet, but yeah, go on,
Saeed, me and Dan have spoke about strikers. You guys kind of need a striker as well, because Højlund and Xerxes. So what about for yourself? Because
in the summer, it'll be a summer thing, bro. Summer.
But this is my point. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man U, all need a striker.
Yeah.
Man City's the only one who's all right.
Yeah.
Man City's the only one that's all right.
Bro, listen, it's peak, bro. Like, even Aston Villa, they'll look into
big like that. So it's like,
bro, this is what I said to people. I said, we're all in the same shop, scrambling for the, you know, Boxing Day, when your mum goes, she goes, yo, I'm going 5 a.m. to go next. I said, yo, I can say to her, nah, just go this time. When I went with her one time, and bro, everyone's running. Yeah. That's what happens, bro. The striker market is so dead, and it's not an event. That's why you're gonna have to get these players that are maybe false nines that you kind of mold into. Like Mamouche now, Mamouche, I think for me is a winger, but he's an inside forward that can play up front. Yeah. So you're gonna see maybe Mamouche play up front for Man City when Haaland needs rest. You see what I'm trying to say? So this Højlund guy is not a striker. I don't know what he is. At least with Xerxes, say false nine. You know, you can do something. You know, I mean, technical ability is there, but just maybe not a prolific goal scorer.
Over 100 million you spent on those two. What the hell?
I know. Please don't remind me, man. Don't remind me. But you get what I'm trying to say. So even this Tel guy here, which apparently Tottenham now are in for him, bro. It's mad, bro. This he cannot go to Tottenham, man. I'm sorry, man. We get beat by Tottenham of all people, bro.
Are you guys in for him as well?
Yeah, we're in for him as well. Chelsea are in for him as well. But apparently he's saying it, which again, he's a bit 50-50, Florian. But if it's Germany news, he gets quite good.
Villa as well, isn't it? Villa want him as well.
Villa want it? What? Villa want what?
Yeah, Villa have got him as well. Now they sold Duran. They sold Duran. Now they want him. That's what I'm hearing today.
He just bought Matson, bro. Relax yourselves, man.
I think he'll go United though. You know, Mathys Tel. I think he'll go United because Arsenal were looking at him as well. But I think he'll go United. He wants
United Chelsea. He ain't picking Spurs,
brother. He ain't. If he goes Spurs, man, yo, listen. I don't know what you're doing, broski. You know what I mean, bro? Like
he'll start for you guys. He'll start on the.
He'll start.
It'll be Diallo on the right, him on the left, right?
Yeah.
He'll start for you guys.
Robbie Hawkins said Aston Villa. Aston Villa got bread, man. Them, you know, Monkey. Bro, they got bread. Aston Villa have bread, you know, man. You know what I've noticed here. You know when you say you could go ban for ban, like, bro, Aston Villa could go ban for ban. You know, I'm telling you now. You know, like real talk. You know what I'm trying to say?
Haven't they got like the third richest owners in the league or something?
Like bro, they got a billionaire, bro. He's a billionaire, broski. They've got money, you know. They've in Champions League now. They bro, their recruitment system is very, very good. You know what I mean? They got a couple of free transfers that they do well in as well. You know, so they're a serious club, but Aston Villa, man. So I'm not gonna disrespect them, but yeah, Tottenham, man.
If he picks Tottenham, I'll tell you what. If he picks Tottenham, he's a silly boy. I'll tell you this now.
Very
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless he's got a release clause or something. But otherwise,
is this serious or what, man? You look. Don't be putting on fake. Oh yeah, Spurs have reached an agreement.
That's saying here. It wouldn't make sense. It just wouldn't make sense.
Wow, Spurs have reached an agreement. You know, L'Equipe are reporting it now. Okay. Wow.
60 million.
60 million euros. What the fuck?
It wouldn't make sense.
That is mad. Is that true, guys? Have they actually got him for 60 million? Aye, nah,
How
that's
good is he? How good is he? Like, how good is he? Because I don't know.
You know what?
much
He's good for very
upcoming.
good for his age.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, he also has to agree with it as well, though. You know, he's still choosing the team that he wants. You feel me? So, you know,
you better
that
get in there
50
quick,
million?
Said. You better get in there quick, bro, if you want him.
Brother, but the thing is, we can't though because they're offering money and we're offering a loan. So we're not
He offered a loan.
we ain't got the peas, bro. We only had peas for Dogu. We're only offering a loan unless we get money for Garnacho. That's why we need this stupid club Chelsea to pay the damn money.
Hold on. Potts, you might be like me. I never thought I'd hear in my lifetime Man United
Yes,
fans
sir.
say we ain't got no bread.
Yeah,
bro. Man United are meant
PSR's
to be.
killing us. Yeah, PSR's killing us, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. PSR's killing us right now. You get me? So we have to sell.
Is that the
We
reason
have money
Villa
for
are selling?
Dogu. Sorry?
Is that the reason Villa are selling as well? Because of PSR?
Not really, you know. They're just selling because it's good money. Bro, if you're getting Duran for 66 million, is it? That's a lot of money, you know, man. Them. For a player that, how much did they get, by the way? How much did they get Duran for Aston Villa? Let me go find out now.
Probably wasn't even that much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so Fabrizio Romanos is reporting it now as well.
Oh man, what's gonna happen?
Let me see if George's about, man. Let me see if I can invite George to the show. Everyone hit the like button. We've got 1.3k in the building. Please, everyone hit the like button, man.
They signed Duran for 18 mil, Said.
Hey?
They signed him for 18 mil.
18 million?
Yeah.
What?
You know what I will say though? Even though I'm pissed off, he's gonna start for Tottenham every week.
No, sorry, no. I'm saying Villa signed Duran for 18 million.
Was it 18 million?
Yeah, 18.
Why is he going to Spurs, man?
Why the hell would you go to Tottenham? Like, he's mad. Over Chelsea and United.
It makes
that
no
is
sense.
mad.
Chelsea
Even
I can
Villa.
understand because he's not going to guarantee. He's not getting guaranteed
Chelsea's fair
minutes.
because like they got Sancho and all them, man.
Yeah.
But when you look at United, he would have walked into their first team.
And it's
Villa.
Spurs can't even use the excuse and be like, "Oh well, we're playing better than Man United, or we're higher than Man United in the league," because they're
Nah.
not.
Oh well, he's just ruined his career then. Tel, well done, bruv.
Yeah,
Why would you go there, man?
I know. Here's the thing: he's young, but he must have an older brother or cousin that just calls him and goes, "Bro, don't do this to yourself."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I've got to be real. I don't know how good he is. Like, I know you say he's good for his age, Cal, but I don't have a clue how good he is.
Listen, Toby can't complain about Daniel Levy then, can he? You know what I'm saying to you? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. But it is what it is, man. Like, you know what I mean, bro? The thing is, we had no leverage. We couldn't bid in them. We couldn't bid. Like, we have to get rid of Garnacho. And the problem is, though, we can't get rid of Garnacho unless someone puts a bid in. Napoli have and this is why United fans are asking or demanding for big money, bro. They want like 70 million for Garnacho. I'm like, bro, don't like, beggars can't be choosers, man. We take the 45 million, then we invest that into a Tel or whatever it is. Like Tel, what is it? 60 million euros? They say, what's that? 52 million?
yeah.
We could have got basically got Tel for the price of Garnacho. You see what I'm trying to say? Here he is now. You know what I mean? Look at him. You know what I mean? He's buzzing right now. You know what I mean? Like, this is
hold on. George, I was gonna say, are you actually buzzing though? Because the other day you said that you're frustrated because you keep on buying young players without that much experience.
True.
Yeah, no, that is it. And do you know what? That's what I mean. Like, a lot of people are getting gassed with this deal, they're jumping on it. But similar to Chelsea, we're quickly becoming like the most expensive nursery in England. 19 years of age. But the thing is, like, this is what the board does. The board will trick fans into signing players with high potential. So a lot of people are going to get excited and get gassed and be like, yeah, top player. This is guy going to be world class. I was more gassed when I heard Spurs were in talks with Johan Wissa. Like that to me is improvement right now. That's someone that's going to come in to this, let's have it right, a relegation battle, and he's going to get us goals that we need in a lot of these games. We got Brentford coming up this weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if he scores. He probably will. And that's the thing. I need players that are going to come in instantly and have an impact. And right now, Mathys Tel, look, it looks really promising. But then look at the money we're spending. 50 million. And Buemo's, you can throw 65 at
Buemo, you're right. You're right. You know, Buemo's there. That's why we're doing a loan. We don't want to pay for him right now because he's not proven yet.
No, Saeed. Don't try that. Saeed thinks he's smart. You see what he's trying to do, Cal? His club can't afford it, so he's going to say, we don't want to do, you can't afford it.
He outed them earlier still. He outed them earlier.
We want to loan him, bro. We don't want to buy Tel. We want to loan him.
No, what you're doing is you're that guy that he doesn't go out to eat that much, but when you get invited, you're like, nah, I don't want to go there. I don't like that food. Nah, bro, you just can't afford it. You can't afford it. It's not in your budget.
Just eating peanuts at the bar. Just eating peanuts at the bar, innit? I'm not even hungry, you know. I'm on a diet.
Bro. Bro, that's mad though. 100 million on Tel and my man, isn't it? What's his name? Brennan Johnson, man. But listen,
Johnson,
he likes young players, though. You're building a young squad, though. When you look at it, Bergvall, what's my man called? Archie Gray.
Archie Gray. Yeah, we got Bergvall, Odegaard, Moore.
Odegaard, yeah. It's a young team, bro. It's a young team.
About 8 or 9 players that are at that like 18 to 21, 22 age. They're like that's what our squad's being built up of. Which it's all right, you know, to have a lot of promising players, but for me. Yeah. You need to surround those with experienced leaders, have like 4 or 5 senior players that can really lead the team. Now, we do have 3 or 4 senior players, but Maddison has shown he can't lead the team. Romero has shown he can't lead the team. Son's shown he can't lead the team. So all of our senior players in the key positions aren't necessarily leaders. And that's where I struggle to buy into these deals because, again, high potential. It's one of those ones, low risk, high reward. But at the same time, when are we going to be rewarded for this signing? It might be 3 years down the line. It might not be instantly, which we need instant impact. Like, we're in 3 cup competitions. I want to win the Europa League. I want to win the Carabao Cup. Do I think Mathys Tel is going to be the guy that's going to bridge that gap? Probably not. And that's where I have frustration. But look, if we can beat 6 or 7 other clubs to a signing, that's something in itself because Spurs have never done like
you know what? You never have beaten like a major club. There's a report here saying, Fabrizio's tweet saying Tottenham are prepared to invest on Mathys Tel on a permanent transfer, as reported yesterday. Spurs informed Bayern they'd be ready to pay €60 million fee, as they keep reporting. Tel and his agent are taking their time to make a decision, with several clubs keen. So it might not be, it's almost like you've gone to the buyer instead of talking to the actual, person. You know what I mean? Like, so. It's not
have a really good relationship with Bayern. That's the thing. They're taking advantage of the fact that we've dealt with Bayern quite a bit over the last couple of years. Obviously, Harry Kane deal. And to be honest, when we actually done the Harry Kane deal, Mathys Tel was one of the players that was mentioned in potentially coming the other way. But at that time, because it was 2 years ago, he's only 17. There wasn't really, we would have got him for about 10 to 15 million. So now I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, they're fleecing us for half of the Harry Kane price, bro. They're getting 50 mil out of us for a player that they don't even want. It's crazy. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah. Listen, fair play, man. Like I said, bro, I look at this here. I don't know whether Levy's trying to get the fans off his back and that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a good little move, you know what I mean, to kind of maybe like, soften the blow on all the kind of talk of what's going on right now. But, you do need...
That's an ambitious signing to keep him up, though, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? That's an ambitious signing. It might be all right now.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Listen, for me, when I look at it here, one thing's for sure, Tottenham do need a Tel because they're lacking a left winger. You know what I mean? Son's not the player anymore. Who else is not the player anymore? Like they're lacking imagination up front. You know what I'm saying too? But it is still, a lot for a guy that's not really, developed yet as of yet. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, this is the market though, guys, man. I'm sorry, like this is the market. This is the market now. You can't really do much. Like 60 million euros is gonna get you a Tel right now. Like, it's gonna get you a Tel. Like, as much as you think it's bad or whatever, I have to be objective. Like, this is like Watkins 60 million. This is 60 million euros. Like, Garnacho's going for 60 million euros. Like, bro, this is the market right now, guys.
Scary.
Man.
It's scary. You look at the amount of talent drop as well. Like we was talking on my channel the other day about England strikers from years ago that like couldn't get into the breakthrough. Look at it now. Like without Kane, it's like Watkins, Solanke. Years ago, like he couldn't get in. Neither could Andy Cole. Neither could Robbie Fowler. Neither could Les Ferdinand. You had Crouchy and Defoe that couldn't start for England. Like they would all start for England right now if Kane was that. It's mad, bro.
TCA still couldn't get a game.
Like, TCA, yeah.
No. You don't have to do much, man. You don't have to do much. Yeah, have a 65 million. Tel he's got a lot of promise, a lot of and for his age right now, he's one of the best kind of wingers in Europe right now. Him getting.
I just worry if he's a bit too similar to like a Madueke, as in he's really.
Nah, he's
good
not. Madueke is a bit stiff, man.
He's a bit stiff, but they both thrive in that take. They both thrive in running at players. They both thrive in a take on. But if you actually look at the numbers and how effective they are in front of goal, they aren't up there with like the top players. And that's because they're young, innit? Well, Madueke's got 3 or 4 years on him, but Tel is a young player. So he's still working on the way that he plays, still finding the way does that work for him on taking on players and creating those chances. So look, he's a good player, but I don't know. It's a bit underwhelming for me, just price-wise and what I was looking for experience-wise. Definitely underwhelming.
Yeah. Guys, there's 1.6K in the building, only 290 likes. You lot are taking a piss. Like, that is bang average, guys. You lot, I know we're talking and you're getting distracted. You're getting your mouth's frothing over these transfers, but please hit the like button. You know the one's there. Hit the like button. You know what the maddest thing is? Like I said to you, bro, our transfer is relying on Garnacho leaving. But the problem is, though, United want a certain amount of money. Chelsea are still waiting around, bro. Like,
how much do you think he's worth? Like, how much do you want for him?
Listen, we've had back and forth with United fans. I would take 45 to 50 million. Yeah, that's what I would take. You know what I mean? Is he worth that? Probably not. But look at the current market. I say I would take 45 to 50 million. United fans are saying no, he's worth 60 to 70 million. You see what I'm trying to say? So, where do you then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, guys, if you're a football club now, Callum, you've got a player that you don't necessarily rate, you don't think his ceiling's high. Have you had a player like that before where the fan base are like, nah, I demand this money here, but then he's worth this amount of money?
Like Darwin Nunes. What would you say for Darwin Nunes?
Yeah, Nunes is like that at the moment. I'd say Kelleher's like that. I think we're going to have a few players like that in the summer. I don't know if we've got anyone like that or had anyone like that in the recent past. We've not sold very well recently.
Yeah.
We've not sold very well. Maybe since Ryan Brewster, we haven't really sold very, very well. So, I mean, Fabinho, but Saudi pays silly money for everyone, innit? So, you kind of write those ones off. But, I mean, if rumors are to be believed, we turned down 70 mil for Nunes in January from Saudi, didn't we?
That's crazy.
Yeah. You see what I'm trying to say?
I don't write the rules, George, bro. Here's the thing, though. I understand why the club did it because I don't think you can go out and get someone in January who upgrades on what we need. So what's the point of selling him and leaving ourselves short? Even if I don't rate him, it doesn't make sense to leave yourself short. But in the summer, if we get that bid in the summer and it gets rejected, I might make a trip up to Liverpool and just
you know what's mad, because because we want what's best for the club, Saeed. Listen, brother, man, I swear, like, bro, when we have to understand, you have to understand, that.
So the Chelsea want what's best for their club as well.
Yeah, everyone wants best for their club. You know the thing is, what do Chelsea do now? Like, do they wait for Tel? Do they wait for Garnacho? Like, what do you think Chelsea should do now? Because they're so scatty in what they're doing. Like, they don't really have a plan, man. Them, like, they might do anything. They might go and try and go get some mad player. You don't know what they're gonna do, man. Like, they're just so crazy right now, bro.
The issue with Chelsea right now is the fact that, like with a Tel, the only way you're gonna grab a Tel is offering big money, but he wants guaranteed game time. Chelsea,
he don't want Chelsea,
and that's where their issue is when you're trying to attract these players. I don't think Chelsea have that issue where a lot of people are looking at how their squad has played out, especially from the summer. They're trying to sell players they've already signed in the summer. They don't want to be in that position. So I think as much as Chelsea can offer money and always pull in that sense, people are looking at that club and seeing it's a bit of a mess when you go there. You're not guaranteed to essentially be a part of that squad and actually build with it. Obviously, you have to prove, and certain players that are going to believe in their ability will go there and do that. But it's a bit of a mess as a player looking at Chelsea from the outside thinking, oh, I'm going to go there. Will I even play? And when I play, am I going to get the chance? Like, because you need to get given chance. You need to get given the minutes to get the chances, isn't it?
If I'm going to be honest, if I'm Chelsea, I'm going to talk to Tel, but I've got to keep it quiet because it can go one of two ways. Because if they miss out on Tel, then Man United can sit there and go, well, yeah, now you're paying £80 million for Garnacho. Whereas if they go and get Tel, they can just turn around to Man United and be like, we don't need Garnacho, and that puts you in a sticky situation. But they can't let you know of negotiations with Tel. If you find out, then you're just going to hike up Garnacho's price if it doesn't go through. Because you'll see how it become.
Yeah, apparently my man was in there last week or yesterday, the Spurs director or something like that.
Yeah, he was at the game. Johan Lange, he was at
the game yesterday. So I don't know, man.
Do you think that's done? I don't know if it's done yet. I think they'll be able.
No. He will. They will make a decision. He's got to make a conscious decision, bro. What's best for his future? You know what I mean? You know what it is with why I always say United are always involved, because United is a big club in it, and whether we're rubbish, whether we're doing well, like it's always an attractive place to come. And you might laugh and you might say what you're talking about, your 13th, whatever, but there's always that appeal to Man United in it. So if Man United are wanting you, like you're gonna be like, shit, man, am I gonna get this opportunity to play for Man United again? You know, like this is a big opportunity for me. So that could, and also he's gonna play. He's gonna play in that left-hand role. You know what I mean? Does he suit the system? Is another thing, but he will play in that left-hand role. So that's the option that he has there. You can then go to Tottenham and say, I've got guaranteed game time, but it's Tottenham. No disrespect to George. It's Tottenham. What is their ambition? What is their goals? Then you got Chelsea, who it sounds amazing, but it's almost like it looks good, but then when you get there, you're not playing games, and it's like, what's the point of being there? I'm just another number. You know what I'm trying to say? And then you've got other clubs. Apparently, who else was involved? Was it
Villa? Villa are now involved.
Villa. I would listen. I don't think Villa's not the best. Like I think that's because they play now. Yeah, they don't really let them play with a left winger. Have you noticed, man? They don't really play with wingers. You know, Villa. Yeah, they play with them
like almost inside
like Watkins, and then like Rodgers just behind him in like a shadow striker.
Behind. They have what's his name? The other brother,
Jacob Ramsey.
Yeah, Jacob Ramsey. They play with as well. Who else is there? And then obviously you've got McGinn. Yeah, they have
Bailey, McGinn, Marlon,
Bailey as well.
You know, so then you would say to yourself, right? Okay, cool. I've seen Diaby come to the football club. He never really got game time. Unai Emery doesn't like to play with wingers. Bailey barely plays games. Yeah. They don't really necessarily like to play with wingers. So then you go over there and play over that club.
But there would be game time now.
People are saying Tel wants to play the 9.
Yeah.
9 role?
Yeah, he's played in the 9 quite a bit. How
tall is he?
Pretty sure he's like a 6'1" or something. He's not.
Is he?
But George, even for you guys, would that make sense? Because you've got you've just spent, what was it, 60 odd mil on Solanke.
So we need a backup striker anyway. Obviously, we got Richarlison, who's here and there every now and a bit, but I think for us, he would come off the left a lot more. I think he's going to be the guy to replace a lot of minutes from Son, because Son's been finished like on the pitch wise for quite a while. And with regards to his minutes, he's been playing way too many minutes. So minutes wise, we can promise Tel a lot of game time. We've got all these competitions that we're playing. But like you said, their side, I think the biggest competition for him is Aston Villa. Aston Villa can offer him Champions League football.
Bro,
let's be honest. I don't think Tel's looking at any of the clubs in the Premier League and seeing it as, I want to go there, I want to be a player. I think he's looking at these clubs as a stepping stone to move back into a bigger club in Europe. Yeah. So I essentially think Aston Villa would give him that platform to, play on the Champions League, play on a big stage, and then orchestrate a move for himself within 2-3 years to a PSG or even like another big European side. Because I don't think he's here to stay. I think he would even view Tottenham as a stepping stone. To be honest, I don't think he wants to come to Tottenham necessarily. Bayern Munich probably angling this deal more than anything, because, like I said, Tottenham's willing to spend 50 mil.
Yeah, he's 6 foot. Yeah, that makes sense. So. Yeah, then maybe he might kind of form into a striker, but he plays like a winger, bro.
He's really a left winger, though, isn't he? It's really a left winger.
Yeah, he's a left winger. He's a left winger, man. You know what I mean? The super chat here. Keep liking the video. We're nearly on 500 likes, guys. 1.8k in the building. Big up to everyone who's supporting the channel. Yeah, but let's get these likes up. Ada says the moment Chelsea paid 70 million for Modric, Enzo for 100 million due to World Cup tax, and United paid 85 for Anthony. The market game was dead. At least Nunes had potential. Yeah, but then everyone had potential, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Anthony
That's
had
not really-
potential as well. So I mean, Mudryk, like, it's in hindsight, they are terrible transfers, but bro, everyone was going crazy for Mudryk before he signed for Chelsea. Everyone was going crazy for Anthony, and everyone was going crazy for Nunes. Obviously, they didn't work out, but at the time, people saw them as good transfers.
yeah, Rasmus Højlund was crazy, bro. 72 million.
Yeah,
And you know what the maddest thing is?
That
we
one's
could have paid.
crazy, bro.
We could have paid 100 million euros, guys, man. Just watch this tweet here from David Ornstein, bro. It is actually scary, bro. We could have paid 100 million euros. Where is it? I'm gonna just keep scrolling, yeah. But it's mad, bro. Like when you deep it, bro. But luckily, United found a way of getting it. You know, here it is here. Let me just show you right now. David Ornstein here. My United. Look here. 100. It was meant to be 100 million. Look, Atlanta was seeking 90 plus 10, you know, and add-ons as well. So, bro, man, it's mad, bro. But we then managed to secure. Yeah, look at it. Look at the numbers, bro. Look at these numbers.
Yeah, you know what it is though? I felt like I don't think the Premier League's in that same phase it was a couple years ago, where a lot of teams were just trying to buy that next big thing, and so they were willing to pay these 85, 75s, 90s. But then they've seen it go so wrong for Manchester United and Chelsea over the last couple of years, so they're slowing it down a bit. And I think the market will settle over the next year or two with players and who they're signing. But
I think the market's going to get worse, you know, George.
You think so?
Yeah, it's why I worry as a Liverpool fan, because
Yeah.
players are going for silly money now, you know. Players are either going for silly money or players are letting their contracts run down and leaving on a free.
Yeah.
There's kind of no in between at the moment. There's no real, like, you go out and get a big deal or a good deal for someone. It's
This is
either
cruel, man. Cal's on the street, man. This is
bro.
This is cruel.
Bro, you know what it is? I want to go back to these kind of like these days, man. This is like you had to be here, man. Summer of 2023, was it? Was that summer 2023?
I went viral for all the wrong reasons because of that video. I did.
Someone get me that video, bro. I swear now. Nah, it's crazy. So you don't think the market's gonna get like that anymore?
No, I think the market's going to settle down. I think teams are starting to realize that these huge investments in players don't necessarily always pay off. So when teams are demanding these stupid prices for, let's have it right. Most of these players, like an Anthony, Højlund, Nunes, I would agree. Nunes probably wasn't in that bracket because he had a few good seasons, but some of these players all just
one, George. He just
had one. I thought he had like 2 decent seasons back to back.
It was
well, fairs, and I think these players that have one season wonders, I think teams are starting to realize you don't invest 80, 90 million to them. But like Cal said, I could very much be wrong because we're willing to pay 50 million for Mathys Tel, who's 19 and very much unproven. So,
yeah. Like, you know what's mad? Like, the thing is, just go to the release clauses, guys, man. Like, that's your easy bet, bro. You know, Gyökeres is there, release clause is paid up. You know, I don't know if Sesko's got a release clause. You know what I mean?
In the summer, I'm pretty sure it's like a 50.
Yeah, like clause. I don't know what Arsenal do now, but I'm very baffled as to what Arsenal do now here. Like, I don't know if we were talking about it, George, about the Watkins thing here, but would you go back in for Watkins, George, yeah? Or would you say, you know what, it's not worth it? Because you might got Solanke in it, but I think Solanke, it's one of them, like, even him, like, as well, like, he had one good season, but you had to pay the money, though, innit?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like,
I think it's a question of ambition. It's a question of what they want to do this season. If Arsenal want to be ambitious, then you go and pay the extra 10 or 15 million for Watkins and just eat it, because at the end of the day, the money that you're going to get back from potentially winning something is going to recoup all the costs and all the headache that you had. Arsenal have been willing to spend this amount of money, but for me, it's a lot of the time when Arsenal have been willing to spend the big money, it's usually been like a smokescreen, as in we tried to spend it, like when I think they put like a 75 million bid or 70 million bid for like Vlahovic before and Sesko, and like all these bids, even Caicedo at a time, they're doing the bids knowing that they're not going to get a player. I think this Watkins bid was very similar. They knew about the Duran deal that's happening at the same time. Aston Villa are never going to sell two top strikers. They're the only team in the league that actually have 2 very good strikers. Why would they get rid of both of them when they're pushing to Champions League? Doesn't make any sense. So I think Arsenal probably looked at it and thought, we can try and make the deal happen before Duran, but they didn't offer what Aston Villa wanted. And if I was them, I would go back in because the position that they're in the league and Champions League and so on, Watkins fills the holes that they need. But I do get what a lot of Arsenal fans are saying, that in the summer they could sign a Gyökeres or a player with more proven quality and younger, because Watkins at 28, 29, he's only going to have a good 3 or 4 years there before they're probably going to have to look to bring someone else in. So if they don't sign Watkins, they need to go and splash the cash on a top winger, which it doesn't look like they're doing that right now either. So it's a frustration for Arsenal fans. I can totally understand, man.
I see. The thing is with Daniel, I don't see you lot going to Aston Villa. Would be crazy to sell Watkins now with Champions League around the corner. Like, it's almost like one of them bids that don't need to be made, but you're making it. Like, is this like almost like a, I don't know, man, like a dare I say PR move? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just trying to show that you got like your money and you want to spend it and you shown ambition. Like, almost like,
sake of it.
you're trying to flex money that really and truly,
could be that we get to the window shuts and we go, well, we tried to get Watkins, they didn't want to sell him. It could be that, and that wouldn't surprise me with Arsenal. Look, I think the 3 next signings he wants are clear. Zubamendi, Sesko, and Nico Williams, I think, are the 3 that he wants. The problem is they're all available only in the summer. Leipzig don't want to sell Sesko now. Nico Williams apparently might not even want to come to England now. And then you've got, obviously, Zubamendi, we all know about, is probably going to be a summer deal, right? So I look at those 3 signings and think, yeah, they'd all be pretty good signings, don't get me wrong. But what about now? Why is it always the summertime of Arsenal? What about now? What are we doing now? We're waving the white flag and going, yeah, next season, we're done with this one. Because we've still got a Champions League and a Premier League that we're in. Now, I don't think we're going to win either of those, but we can't just give up. You've got to at least try. And I think you are giving up if you're just sticking with Havertz and co. You've got to try and add to that. So for me now, if we're going to have to go up to 75 or 80 and Watkins isn't about, then go and slap that on your Osimhen or Gyökeres. Because for me, that does a lot more. So that's what I would like to see us do. Whether we'll do that or not, I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Arsenal do this a few years ago when they done like deadline day, £92 million for Lamar or something?
Thomas
like
Lamar.
I remember that.
Yeah. I remember that day,
hilarious. Well, we done it. To be fair, we done it with Caicedo. Let's not forget, we did it with Caicedo as well. And they said, "Oh, we're keeping him until the summer." So we've done it with Caicedo and Mudryk.
That Lamar one was mad.
And Lamar, that was embarrassing. That Thomas Lamar.
I mean, he was a little baller at Monaco, but not 92 million, bro.
So, Potts, can I ask?
Wasn't it?
Say if you were given a conundrum, you sign Ollie Watkins now, but you don't get a summer striker, or you don't sign Ollie Watkins, you don't win the league or Champions League, but you get like a Gyökeres in the summer. Which would you do?
Yeah, I go for an Isak or Gyökeres in the summer, if I'm honest.
I didn't say Isak. That's cheeky.
Gyökeres then. Gyökeres. I would rather have Gyökeres than Watkins. Yeah. The thing is, what I've got to look at Watkins coming in now. Does it win us a Champions League or a Premier League? I would probably say it doesn't, if I'm honest. I'd probably say it doesn't. I like Watkins. I think he's an upgrade on what we've got.
Don't you think it gives you a better chance of winning the Prem though? I still think we'll do it, but if you sign Watkins, I genuinely would go. Now we've got a real battle on our hands.
Yeah, it improves us, but okay. To win the league, Liverpool have got to drop 4 games. We've got to win every single game. I don't think that's happening with or without Watkins, Cal, if I'm honest.
Good.
So I think Liverpool are going to win it. So I feel like we get to the summer and we go, bang, this is the guy we want. Now, it isn't going to be Isak. I'd like it to be, but it's not. It's not going to be Gyökeres. It's probably going to be Sesko. Who do I want, Watkins or Sesko? Probably Watkins, because I know that he can score 15 to 20 goals in the Premier League. I don't know if Sesko can. But I think it doesn't really matter who I want. It matters who Arteta wants. And I do not, for the life of me, see. I mean, there's just something coming out now about Watkins not being allowed to leave Villa. So I don't think well, something on Sky Sports just buzzed on my phone about Emery making comments about we're not going to sell him because Duran's gone now. So it looks like that can put that bid dead in the water. So what do we do now? That's your question, Said. I don't know how to answer. What do we do now? What do Arsenal do now? We've gone for Watkins. We've shown our hand. We clearly want a striker this window. We've got about 3 days to do something. What do we do? There's only 2 options. You go and get Osimhen or Gyökeres. They're the only 2 that you can get at their elite level now. There's no point
let me give you a scenario.
Go on.
And again, you might not want to like it, but there is a certain play that we have, No, real talk, because, brother, The more this carries on, yeah,
I know what you're
the
doing,
more-
Saeed. It ain't gonna work with me, bro.
bro.
No,
Rashford is-
Saeed's brilliant. I didn't even see that coming.
I didn't see it. I thought, hang on a minute. I know he's gonna say it. If you're
Bro.
asking me, Garnacho or Rashford, I'm taking neither.
No.
bro. I'd rather do
Wait,
nothing.
listen, Rashford is being cooked by our manager right now. He's getting flamed, bro. Like, bro, I don't see Barcelona coming in for him. Yeah, I just can't. There is talks of other bids coming in from somewhere else. Like the situation of Raheem Sterling is there. I know you've been with it and whatnot, but if you can play and get loan Rashford, just a loan, don't have to have obligation, just a loan, cover the wages. Would you take that? Yes or no on loan?
This is like Wolf of Wall Street. Sell me this pen. That's what this is like.
Yeah.
This is like,
Basically.
Moving like Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses, bro. What we doing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you can't. Okay, you can't buy a loan. Oh,
yeah,
loan
we can't loan him, unfortunately, for you because we've
Okay.
already got Sterling and Neto on loan, so we'd have to get rid of one of those. I mean, you can have Sterling if you want, and then
No. I'd rather have a banished
But nah.
Rashford. You know what I mean?
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
Rashford
Sterling.
needs to move. Rashford needs to move abroad, man.
Where's
There's
he
no
going?
way
No, we're still here, man. He's got no
Dortmund,
club,
maybe Dortmund do a Sancho thing. I don't know. Maybe go and try and find some love over there, like Jadon Sancho did. I just think with Rashford, I've never rated him highly anyway. I've always thought he was a good footballer, not an elite level one. His mentality stinks. And if I'm honest with you, I do think he needs to be loved elsewhere, and it has to be away in Europe, European football.
Don't you think, though, Potts?
Go
If
on.
there's any manager that loves to save a hole, it's
Right.
Arteta.
Let
He's
me
gonna get a man
explain
out of the
this. No.
streets.
Let me explain this rubbish, George, right? Because I do not know where this
It's
has
a
come
myth,
from.
yeah.
What player has Mikel Arteta saved? Please name me the 2 or 3 that
Tried
he
to
saved.
save. I said tried to. Havertz.
But
one of them.
Arsenal fans will
Sterling,
tell me
Havertz.
that Mikel Arteta can get the best out of Rashford. He saved Havertz. He saved Jorginho. He's trying to save stuff. He saved Jesus and Zinchenko. He hasn't saved any of them brothers, man. This is crazy talk. I'm sorry, man. He didn't save any of them rubbish. The only one you could probably look at saying is Odegaard, because he was not getting the love at Real Madrid, and then we've obviously made him blossom into it. That is the only one I can even.
No, I'm saying like
talking about.
he's. I think it's because they're saying that Zinchenko and Jesus have come from Arsenal, so therefore he's kind of, you know what I mean, like he's almost like giving
but
people.
I don't think he's made us
He's
better.
just
with
one
them
of
two
those guys
signings.
that are looking to give everyone a second chance. He's like, oh, do you know what? I'll give you a chance. I think I can work it out for you. But like I said, to be honest, I think if you could get Rashford on loan, the deal would have been done. But I think it's because you can't work out a loan. Arsenal are not going to be willing to spend 50 mil on that's an unknown entity, man. You don't want Rashford.
It wouldn't surprise. It wouldn't surprise me if we didn't have these 2 signings on loan. It wouldn't even surprise me if we signed him, because that's the sort of signing that would just be. That's a Sterling signing all over again, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Rashford on loan. So I don't want that crap, man.
Yeah, no, I think for me it's one of them where you got to be careful, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on with Rashford at the minute, bro. You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't want to be used by the manager. The manager don't favor him. It's a very, very awkward situation for the manager as well right now, because he's having to talk about every minute. He don't want him, or he don't want him right now. It must be a situation of his lifestyle, man, because he's training, but that situation before the game, because apparently he went out on a night out before the game and it came into probably the training in a very unfit state. And that's where the manager was like, yo, he must have seen something where he's not seen different. You get it, my guys. Like, he must have seen a lifestyle change that he's like, yo, like this guy, like, is he all right, bro? He looks a bit off in the mornings, man. Is he okay? Like, what's going on? So it must be that, because he's going to training. It's not as if he's not, like, Sancho didn't go to training with Man United or wasn't training with the group. He was training separately. That's different. This one here, he's training with the group. So what is it? Is he hungover every morning? Is he like, what's like, I don't get it, bro. Like, is he just not in a fit state? Like, it's weird. Really is much weird.
Don't
Like,
you think it's one of those situations where the managers don't want to freeze him out the same way he did with Sancho, simply because Rashford has been the face of Man United for so many years? I think if you freeze him completely out of the squad, you'll get a lot of disgruntled players, because he's probably got relationships with a lot of these players. So he's keeping involved to a certain quantity, but he doesn't. He knows that he's not good enough or putting enough effort to play as part of the actual squad. But he needs to keep him involved, because you will upset a lot of people. Let's have it right.
Yeah, he will.
I think
And
he
that's
plays.
the problem.
I think he plays for Man United before the end of the season.
You think so?
Yeah, because I don't think he
Jeez.
goes anywhere in January, so I think he plays.
That's yeah. But the maddest thing is, the manager said, "Yo, like I need a Rashford in the team." He's saying that I want him, but it has to come from him. So maybe when he gets his act together, he's back in the team.
I think
You
it's
get me?
good though. I think it's good from Amorim. I think it's good. Like you
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
that. I mean, Man United have just been allowing these guys to just walk all over them. There's been, let's be real. Ragnick said it, Mourinho said it, and it was ignored. So now Amorim's got to actually say, right, I'm saying this as well. These two experienced men have said it. It's got to come. These players have got to be removed now because we have to move forward. And I think Ineos and the new structure at United have got to listen to that and back Amorim with what he wanted. They backed Ten Hag. Look at the nonsense that he did and look at the crap he brought in. They've got to now do that with Amorim and say, right, you go and bring in. They got this Patrick Dorgu. You put him and Mazraoui in your system. I think you become better all of a sudden because you've got actually two players that can play in the system. Then you look at doing the next side, which is probably your centre forward. Then you look in your midfield. I think they've got to do that with Amorim and back him now. They've got to. They ain't got a choice.
Yeah. No, I think you're spot on, man. You got to back the manager, bro. But it's going to be an interesting thing. Arsenal been charged by the FA. Oh, is it? Oh shit. What's
Surrounding Michael Oliver, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they had to get something, They had to win something.
Typical FA,
you know what I mean? Mo Stack says, "What are your top three strikers ever in the Premier League? This will tell me a lot about you. Mine is Henry, Suarez, and Kun Aguero. They got the panel every day. Henry, I think maybe Wayne Rooney's got to be in my top three. I'm sorry, guys. That's just me. And I probably say Aguero. Yeah, I thought Aguero was top. And listen, that's me being a United fan, bro.
Henry, Shearer, and Rooney for me.
Yeah. Dan,
if Suarez was in the Prem longer, I'd have said Suarez.
Yeah, he was unreal to watch, man. Well, obviously Henry. I'll go Henry, Shearer, Aguero.
I can't lie. No, I'm gonna go Henry. I'd go Suarez. I just think Suarez for me is like the best striker I've seen ever. Like I was after R9, obviously, and then Harry Kane, man. I've seen Kane far too often, man. Like,
Kane was really close. Kane was very close.
If he won a trophy, he'd be in those conversations, like a league or something. But he didn't help himself.
There's so many other more memorable mentions, man. Like, there's too many, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like to even rip the names off. Most Stacks carries on saying no one comes close to the King Neymar and Messi. Carl's slander against Neymar and Dino is jarring. They're my top 5 with Messi, R9, and Zizou. Big up. What you don't slander Neymar?
No, I'm not slandering them. It just it's long.
I don't like Joga Benito, man. He showed himself out.
Wow.
No, I rate Neymar. I'm just saying, for the talent Neymar had, I don't think he achieved what he should have. I think Barcelona Neymar is one of the best players I've seen in my lifetime. PSG Neymar and the Neymar after that ain't been the guy who he should have been. And Ronaldinho, I said his peak was one of the best I've ever seen, but he did have a long peak either.
Yeah. That's it. If Man United wins the Europa League, Arsenal can get top 4. Forget about Gyökeres. Listen, we'll get Gyökeres without top 4 anyway, man. It's minor. You know what I'm saying to you?
I do think you'll get him in the summer, Gyökeres.
We apparently, there was a group. I think it's the actual WhatsApp group of like, journalists, and they say what's Man United's actual first option in the summer, like first, target is going to be a striker. So
the only competition you'll have seriously will be Barcelona.
Yeah. You know what? That's true. Because Barcelona is a striker. Lewandowski's is getting on, man. You know what I'm saying? So. We'll see. But listen, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. There's still only 518 likes, even though we've got 1.8K in the building. You know what I mean? So that means 1.3K. They've not liked the video. So please, before you leave, hit the like button. That'll be amazing, guys. Very, very good show. Cal, big respects, man, for coming on, man.
Pleasure, my bro. Thanks for having me as always, man. Appreciate you, man.
Big up, man. Big up. Durag Diaries coming in. You know what I mean? With the good news. You know what I mean? It's not always bad news. I say, yo, come on, send the link. You know what I mean?
100%. Usually I'm coming on to get cooked, but it's all right, man. It was nice to have some good news.
Yeah, big up, man. And we're going to redirect to Dan Potts, man. He's going live straight after this, guy, so don't go anywhere. More transfer news to talk about there, man. So, Dan, big up, man, as usual.
Nah, come on, bro. Appreciate the redirect and love for having me on, man.
Yeah, big up to you. We've got Europa League tonight, so make sure you check it out. We're playing Steaua Bucharest and Tottenham. You're playing who?
Elfsborg.
Yeah, you need to win, though, innit? We kind of both need to win or avoid loss.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, so guys, you know what I mean? Don't go anywhere. Check out everyone's content. Links all in the description below. Make sure you head over to Dan Potts' channel, Football's 12th Man, Saeed TV Raid, and I'll see you a lot later on. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.